What's up and welcome to the Indie Credible Not So Indie Show, a monthly show where we get together and chat about, well, anything that really isn't indie gaming, although indie games still come up.
Usually come up, yeah.
We bleed indie games. Bleed them. So yeah, this monthly show, if you're wondering what it is, like I said, a show where we mostly talk about AAA gaming, but there'll not be TV shows sneak in there, movies sneak in there, all sorts of stuff sneaks in there. And we kind of have a general chat about everything really. Similar to our What We Love show. These are available to patrons 1 week early. Audio is available for $1 on Patreon. Video is available for $3 on Patreon. And you also get the exclusive pre- and post-show content of the regular weekly podcast. So, I didn't introduce this in the podcast last time.
People know who we are.
Yeah, but what about new listeners?
They can watch a previous episode and find out who we are.
I'm Lewis, and this is Dan.
Hey!
And we are... Lewis and Dan!
Lewis and Dan!
Just trying to think of a
The ultimate team!
Ludan! Ludan?
That sounds like Ludo.
Ludo.
Smell bad. Oh.
Yeah, and apologies for people who do watch us. We are drinking coffee, not because we're weak. It's 20 to 1 in the afternoon over here. Normally we do these on Friday evenings. And yeah, if you're wondering, my cup does say Mr. Naughty. Nothing wrong with that.
Mine's covered in dogs.
Yeah.
Or bitches. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're recording this early because we've got a lot of Fortnite to play, which we can talk about later on.
Yeah.
So, in a minute anyway.
We're getting this out of the way so we can play video games.
But no, this is available, like I said earlier, to a week early to patrons and for $1. You can find us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, and YouTube. The games we talk about, if we do talk about games on here, there'll be trailers playing in the background. So if you do want to check out any of the trailers, then head over there and you can see what we're talking about on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/IndieCredible. We're not going to bang on about that loads now. We'll talk about more at the end with some housekeeping. Housekeeping?
Housekeeping. Hello, housekeeping.
Have you, Family Guy.
Yes.
I come in anyway. I join in. Turn around. No. Yeah, I'm not saying I've said for ages. But yeah, no. What have we been playing? Obviously, our indie games that we've been playing, we talk about on the weekly show.
Yep.
We've only been playing one game. I think,
I've
been playing another game, which you're going to talk about at the end.
Yeah, I haven't been.
And we're
playing
talking
that one.
about. So if you want to Sea of Thieves, we're talking about at the end.
Yeah.
So stick around if you want to know my thoughts on that. But we have been playing a lot of Fortnite.
You know, I realised that we've just played it for a month.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a month now.
Woo!
It's our month anniversary.
Badges. Cool. I'm really happy at the moment, actually, because the profiles, though it says your games and your kills, doesn't say your playtime, and apparently it updates every season.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm looking forward to seeing my playtime at the end of the season.
I'm really not. So we're talking about Fortnite, as we haven't actually mentioned that yet.
Are we not?
No, we haven't said what game.
Oh, Fortnite.
Fortnite. A shit ton of Fortnite.
Which I openly, and I'm big enough and ugly enough and man enough to turn around and say, I never spoke crap about it, but I did say I didn't like it.
I did not like Fortnite. And even jumping on recently, I didn't like Fortnite. And the only thing that's changed my mind about it is the Battle Pass.
So I didn't like it for other reasons, because I played not a lot of PUBG, but I've probably got 20 hours in through PC and Xbox versions, which is nothing compared to big players. But I enjoyed PUBG. I enjoy jumping in and playing it and coming out. And I still think PUBG has one up on Fortnite with one area only. And that is the tension it creates. The tension in PUBG is so tense. When you see someone, it's like, fuck, what do I do? Do I approach? Don't I approach? Because you haven't got the option to build. You haven't, like, the land is so much more, the map's so much more sparse.
Yeah.
And getting a weapon, like, there's a huge difference between a pistol and an AR in PUBG. But I will say, actually giving Fortnite a go, dropping my prejudice to it, dropping everything and going, do you know what, actually, I'm going to sink in. And I said to myself, I downloaded it, I'm going to play 10 hours of this game. If I don't like it after 10 hours, I'll never pick up again.
170 hours later.
One of the worst and best decisions I've made recently. It literally makes me feel like a kid again. Because, the example is I gave, that I said to patrons on the weekly show is, last night, like, I can't remember the last time I stayed up late.
Until 2 in the morning.
Well, I do it quite a lot, playing games for work. And that sounds bad.
Just one for fun.
Yeah, as in, I play games to get video capture or I'm reviewing a game. when I say work, I don't mean that demeaning to the game, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But playing a game with no worries, just because you can't put it down because you're enjoying it that much. Last time I done that was I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Probably a Call of Duty game back at university.
Yeah.
Or no, I'll tell you what it would be. It would be NBA, probably 2K13.
Right.
Me and Golby.
Oh, Jesus.
Used to do the career mode. And we used to, sometimes people would come down at 8 in the morning to go to uni. And they're like, "You alright, guys?" And we're like, yeah. It's like monster cans playing everywhere. We're like, "We've got NBA playoffs, mate. Do you want to come watch it?" And they're like, "Are you alright?" "Yeah. We're doing really good." Just like salivating on us. Like, Golby's like, "I've got to go to bed." We're like, "No, another can of Monster. We can do this." And that's literally what I've been like with Fortnite. Last night with your brother, it was like, yeah, let's have one more game. That doesn't really count because we died straight away. Let's have another game.
See, this is one of the brilliant things it does, and it's one of the reasons why I like Super Meat Boy. Mm-hmm. Super Meat Boy has you back in the game so quickly that you're like, okay, I love it. You fuck up, you die, you're back in
perfectly.
And Fortnite does this. It does
out
it.
And in with literally, you can die and be back in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah,
unless you're waiting for your fucking brother to ready up.
Yeah.
Tom, press triangle.
Come on, ready up. I'm just looking at my challenges, or me because I'm looking at my emails on a different screen.
Or Tom goes, "I'm just warming you up."
Oh yeah, dick. I love my brother, but he's a dick. I love playing computer games with him, but he's a dick. He's one of those players that everyone has in their group of friends who play, who do everything to annoy you and love doing it. As brothers should be, really.
I thought I was that person, but I think Tom beats me on
Tom,
that.
yeah, but he has that added bonus of being family. Like, you know, we are blood relatives, so he's been doing that since birth. So he knows exactly how to get me every time. It's like, you little shit.
But no, it is a lot of fun. And most of these games I wouldn't play. I'd play every now and then solo, but I'd be like, oh, I'll wait for a team game.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the solos.
I
They're a lot more
playing
tense.
team games.
They're a lot more tense.
Oh, solo games are.
And I love the building. I didn't like it at first, but it throws such a decision-making process into the game.
Yeah.
You hear someone, and then you're looking, okay, what's my ammo count? What weapons have I got? Looking at your resources. Have I got the resources? Okay, I'm working out where they are. Because the 360 sound through headphones is amazing.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's really good at telling you where they are. Do I build up to them? Don't I build up to them? Do I run away from them? And that decision-making is like... Whereas PUBG was, if someone's in the house, you've got to go at them. Like, you can't run away because it's such an open area. You just get killed.
I think PUBG went far more for a... I hate to call it realistic because obviously the whole thing is unrealistic. But they went for that more realistic feel.
Well, it was a H1Z1 mod, wasn't it? And that is a realistic game. Yeah, compared to Fortnite.
Whereas Fortnite is about the fun. Which is where they brought it was a building game before. It was supposed to be a base building game, and then they added this battle. And it works so well, because not only are you thinking, what weapons do I have? Where am I going? But am I going to build for defense, or am I going to build to attack? Am I rushing in with my building, or am I actually making a fortification here because I know they're outside the storm? So if I build here, I can then defend, and they're going to have to run in.
Oh my God, someone done that to me, when was that? A couple of days ago. Rather than killing me coming from the storm, they built a wall along the way I was running.
Oh,
so I couldn't get in the storm. I was like, you little bitch.
But it's that type of thing that really gets you going. Because next time you'll be like, actually, I might do that.
Well, I know now I should have just built up over the top. But in a panic, you forget that I can build as well. I'm like running along the wall and I'm like,
why can't I get over this?
Stop it, he's going to kill me. And I get in there with like 17 health and he just pops them dead.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, you little... Make a note of his name, write it down on the hit list. But no, it is so much fun. And what I actually find quite funny about it. It's my nephew. He's actually pretty good at Fortnite, but he's not allowed to play Call of Duty or PUBG because it's violent. But he's allowed to play Fortnite. And there's a lot of parents who are saying this. Oh, it's a cartoony game. Because parents very rarely would sit there and watch their kids play, would they? But they see a screenshot of it, or they see a kid playing it, and they're running around with he's swinging a pickaxe around, and they're building his towers up, and they're shooting some. There's no blood. They're just all these sparks flying down with
their
stars.
Equipment falls around them.
Yeah, it's all nice and poppy and all that. And there's llamas like just populating everywhere. So parents look at it and go, "Oh, that's a nice little game they're playing." They're striving to be the sole survivor of 100. They want to kill everyone else.
then again, Mario's like that.
Oh, mate,
Mario is a game where you are committing genocide against a mushroom people who've done nothing, by the way. Right, this big fucking alligator beast has stolen your mission. These mushroom people have done jack shit. Yet you're in there killing them.
Friendly
all.
fire.
Friendly fire. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's the last time I actually played a game where I couldn't see the end of me putting it down. Most games you can like. So I've jumped back on Monster Hunter recently because there's events going on, and I like Monster Hunter. I've only recently started playing with other people, and it's a lot more fun playing with people. But still, I mean, I've put in probably 30 hours with that game solo, and I'd finished the game, but now there's more content coming, and I'm like, but the last time I remember a game that I couldn't see the end of was probably Destiny 1. When I was playing Destiny 1, then I joined the clan.
You were with a clan. I played Destiny 1 solo, and I got bored of that pretty quick.
And we had Tuesdays and Thursday nights were our raid nights, and we'd come along and raid, and we'd meet up and we'd play. And I was every night, and I was putting it on. My wife would go to bed at 11. I was up until probably again actually 2 o'clock in the morning playing that, then going to work the next day because it was a routine. I was playing with these people, and that's now how I feel with Fortnite.
Yeah,
and I partly think games like Destiny that have flumped, and I'm going to say flumped, because I really enjoyed Destiny's story and what it offered as a story, and progression steps it took from Destiny 1 were great, but they were nowhere near compared to what other games are doing of that genre.
Yeah, I don't think Destiny 2 knew what the fuck it was doing.
No.
I think they just put FMVs in
I think it knew what it was doing.
Things out.
I think Bungie were very arrogant, and they thought, we've got an amazing community here. We've got a very tight-knit community here. If we release this game, they'll wait for updates.
Yeah, they'll buy the DLC.
The difference is, when Destiny 1 came out, there was not another game to touch it. There was no other shared world shooters. It's fucking an MMO, but we know that. But they refused to call it that. They call it a shared world shooter. There wasn't another one. Now, with Destiny 2...
Well, you've got the Division.
Division is massive now. I've got... So I checked the other day, we were talking about friends. I was talking about friends with Tom. And he was like, how many PlayStation friends have you got? And I was like, I can't remember. I've got 437. Not actual friends. God, half of people I don't know. But I'd say on a weeknight when I jump on, there's probably 60 online.
Yeah.
At least 10 of them are playing
the Division. Yeah.
Which is mental. Like Ubisoft, and I said this last week, completely fair play to them. They could have easily gone, that's dropped off now, let's not support it anymore. They kept supporting it, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes, yeah,
Both of those two games now are some of the most streamed games on Twitch.
Well, yeah, because everyone was on Destiny 2 went, no, this is shit. They've ruined it.
And then Ubisoft partly went, we got this new content.
Yeah. Have you played The Division? And people went, you know what? I didn't because I bought Destiny, but
now,
I will now.
Yeah, and now it's a tenner.
Yeah.
Or £25 with all
the content. Yeah.
So, I mean, I jumped back on it. The reason I'm not playing it now, if I wasn't playing Fortnite, I'd probably keep playing it because Tom's trudging away at it. The reason I'm not playing it is because when I played Division first time round, I played again with a group of people.
Yeah.
You played it on Xbox, so
I got it on Xbox. I didn't have a PlayStation at that point.
You played on Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's a long game for you to trudge all the way through to get back up to level. And the people I played it with, although one of them's still playing it, they're all playing Fortnite now.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone plays Fortnite.
But yeah, I do agree with what you said, the Battle Pass.
The Battle Pass is what makes it. It gives you another challenge to do, so that it's not just about becoming the number one, because actually that's quite a boring repetition. But once you start going, right, you've got to hit these landing zones, or you've got to get this many kills with this, or go to this place, you start exploring everywhere.
The rewards, I mean, yeah, they're fleshed out with these stupid little sticky emotes that you get, but the skins are legitimate skins. They're not a case of, obviously, a different colour of this outfit you already got. No. They are skins that you're like, I want that skin. They look... premium skins, and there's a John Wick skin at the end, which I think
which we're busy trying to grind towards doing our regular lives and trying to.
And what I really like about this, and Epic have been clever here. Okay, I've seen a lot of people moaning on Twitter about the cost of skins. They're like, I think they're about £18 a skin. Yeah. But if you look at it this way, you can buy into the game for about £8.50 for the Battle Pass.
Yeah.
As long as you hit level 50 each time, which you'll naturally do just by doing the challenges.
Yep.
You get the Battle Pass free next time.
Yes, because you earn enough V-Bucks in those 50 levels to pay for the next Battle Pass. So it's a one-off payment that as long as you play, you'll always have it.
And getting to level 50, we'll see you get 2 new skins anyway.
Yep. and pickaxes and emotes and XP boosts.
I mean, the skins don't do anything. They don't change anything. I mean, I really want the Rex skin. I really want to run around dressed as Rex. And I'm to the point where I'm like, I could just drop the 18 quid and buy it, but part of me's like, no.
But you've also got to remember, this is a free game.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the battle about $8.50. But then if we're playing this game in a year's time, let's just say, and we paid £8.50 for it, £8.50 for what potentially 500 to 600 hours of gameplay is obscene.
Yeah,
and complete fair play to it, because people who can afford it buy away.
Yeah,
completely buy away. Well, we actually bought, because you don't. I was interested.
Yes,
you don't buy in-game.
I don't buy in-game stuff,
but this was a really good deal.
I've done it once with Smite because I've been playing it, really enjoyed it, and I bought the God Pack for Smite on Xbox. And to be honest, I immediately regretted it.
I immediately regret this decision.
Just but only because one of the nice things about Smite was earning enough to get new gods. Once you've got them all,
that's
there was nothing to get. Yeah. So on PlayStation, I didn't buy the pack. But actually, Fortnite is the first free-to-play game I've actually paid money for.
And it was the starter pack, wasn't it?
It was the starter pack.
$3.99.
So I paid $3.99 to get 700 V-Bucks.
600 V-Bucks.
600 V-Bucks and
a new skin and a backpack.
Yeah.
And the skin's quite nice. I like
it's pretty good.
But
I was very much, you know what, I'm really enjoying this game. I'll chuck a couple of quid. But the problem is, now that I've chucked a couple of quid that way, part of me's like, I could chuck a couple more.
Well, I'm thinking now,
because I want that skin or I want that emote, and I'm just thinking, no, Dan.
So I'm thinking now,
this is an evil route you'll end up in.
In about 12 levels time, I'll have 2,000 V-Bucks.
See, you're going to hit that problem of,
so I might buy
just
Rex
go for this
and then go actually,
backwards?
I'd just buy £8.50 that pass.
Yeah.
So I think I might.
I've got that ticking away in the back of my head as well. Just I could just buy it and then be like, sod it off, spend the £8.
But I will say, like I said, coming from someone who didn't like the idea of Fortnite. I like the idea of any video game that gets people playing video games, but wasn't massively blown away by it at first. If you've not, just jump on it, because it's so easy. It's not a massive fast download.
No.
Play it. If you don't like it, don't play it again. But I guarantee you, there's a lot of fun there to be had.
Especially with a group of friends. Especially if your friends are like Lewis and my brother Tom, who are just dickheads. And as you're playing, they will do stupid ass shit. But because it's so quick to die and come back, it really doesn't matter.
No.
You just have a laugh about it. Especially when someone falls off cliffs.
There's a motto that I like to say in Fortnite. There's no wrong decision.
There is no unless Lewis has made that decision. Don't ever let Lewis choose where you're going to land. We don't let you do that anymore.
I always choose tilted now, just to wind people up.
We just tell you to fuck off straight away.
But no, Fortnite definitely gets our record. We've had so much fun with it. And I look forward to seeing where it's going. Like, got the new skins leaked recently, and they look so good.
And I'm looking forward to when they do finally release
the
Save the World as a free thing.
Well, because I would have never have jumped on it, and now it's got me to the point where I'm tempted to buy into it because I like the game so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Well, also now that I've found out that, because if I buy it on PC, it carries over to your PlayStation
on PC at the moment,
and it's cheaper on PC. So I might pop on PC, buy it so I can play it on my PlayStation.
You get some good V-Bucks.
You get some good V-Bucks, which means I can buy skins.
Rex.
Have we talked about Fortnite enough?
I want John Wick with the Rex backpack. That's what I want. John Wick.
It looks like he's carrying a little kid's backpack. Yeah, love it. He's bringing his daughter home from school. I'll carry your backpack, love. Everyone die!
That is what I want. I love it. They haven't called it John Wick, but everyone's called
it John Wick. Well, because we all know it's John Wick.
Yeah. I think we spoke about Fortnite enough, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, next up, obviously, we haven't even mentioned any time that Tom's not here.
Yeah, fuck him. No one cares, right?
Tom's not here. I don't know. Is he in Amsterdam this weekend? And then he's Amsterdam this weekend.
Is it this weekend?
And next weekend, I was like, why can't you come? I'm doing a 32-hour Marvel marathon.
Oh, is he doing the full...
Marvel
before
film.
The release of Avengers?
Yeah. So he's literally looking to stay awake for 32 hours. Why?
Oh man, you know what we should have done? We should have postponed the podcast so we could have him here after the 32 hours. So he's just tripping balls in the corner.
But no, so Tom isn't here. So normally this is where we do the extraordinary quiz. I know people love that name, but you
No
can't
one
take
loves
it.
that name. Who says that? Who's told you they love that name?
Loads of people.
Loads of people.
Loads of
in
people.
your mind.
Yeah,
Is
loads
it when
of
you're
people.
playing Hellblade?
Yeah.
Do you just hear the people telling you they love it?
It's good.
It's the basic game.
Obviously, we normally have Dan v Tom, but we're gonna change up this time. We're just gonna have Dan on his own, and I picked something that I thought Dan might be right actually, because I know he normally has more of the eccentric knowledge of gaming sometimes.
Yeah.
So this quiz, it's got 7 questions to it, and people can play along at home. And it's based around code names for consoles. So for those people who don't know, before a console is officially announced, it has a code name. So the biggest example I can give, because it's not on this list, is the Nintendo NX, which turned into the Switch. For ages, it was like the Nintendo NX, the Nintendo NX. All of a sudden, it was a Switch. Or there's Project Morpheus, which was the PSVR.
Yeah.
Called Morpheus for ages. I haven't put those 2 on there because I thought that'd be too easy. So Dan, we're going to go through 7 of them.
And I've got to say,
see-
I've been really lucky. I've seen these at the start, so I haven't cheated.
I've had to write some down.
And one of them's really thrown me for the rest. But number 6, when we get to number 6, this one has absolutely blitzed my mind of all the others.
I reckon Trev
just
might get
so-
number 6. I've got a feeling Trev
Trev will
get
know
number 6.
that one.
I think so. Anyway, number 1 is Project Reality. So before this console released, it was called Project Reality.
Do I get any clues? So, like, do I get a year of release or anything like that?
I can't. Okay, it was around. I'll say around.
Give me a round, yeah.
It was around the PlayStation era.
Okay.
The original PlayStation. Maybe before. Technically, it should have been before, but I can't think my head straight now.
Project Reality.
Yes. I know this one, so I've got to check. Can anyone else get it at home? Project Reality.
I'm just trying.
You're going to stuck on it.
I'm right. I don't know, so I'm going to go with the N64.
That's right.
Yeah!
N64.
Nice.
Which technically is before, because it's a 64-bit console and the PlayStation was 128-bit, wasn't it? So
yeah,
I don't know how much before it come. I think
Well, no, they were around the same time.
they were at the same time, weren't they?
Yeah, because Nintendo have never been about being the best.
No, because
new
Nintendo was
console.
like,
It's
look at this
just about
3D console.
being
And
the
then
most
PlayStation
fun.
were like, look
Look
at
at
this
this
3D
one.
console. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Because I remember playing Ocarina of Time and really enjoying it.
Well, PlayStation and Nintendo, was it PlayStation and Nintendo?
Yes,
or PlayStation and
because
Sega were supposed to release
I almost
a
put this in.
console
The
together.
original PlayStation code name was Play Space Station / NES. SNES.
SNES, yeah.
And because it was meant to be a combo.
Yeah.
And then for some bizarre
There was
bonkers
there was
marketing
dealings
reasons,
with Nintendo
were like, no.
and Sony were like,
And they went,
we'll do it
fine.
on our own then,
Yeah.
and then creamed Nintendo.
Next one, Dolphin. Project Dolphin.
See, I recognise the name as well, and I want to go.
I forget this because it's quite a famous one.
I want to go with Sega Dreamcast for it, but I don't think it is. I can't remember which one Dolphin is, but I do remember everyone talking about the Dolphin,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what it
Want me to
is.
tell you?
Go on.
It's the GameCube.
Ah, son of a
Nintendo
bitch.
GameCube.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, next one.
Oh,
Project Revolution. Project Revolution.
see, to me
this had
that sounds.
This had a couple.
Sony. That sounds PlayStation.
This had a couple of code names, but I'd never heard of them. I'd heard of Revolution, but it's not that common. As in the console is very common, but this isn't. Not many people, when I looked at this, knew that this was what it's called. Like, comments in the forums were like, "That's what it's called." I didn't know that was a code name for it. So
Right.
it's not an easy one.
I'm gonna go with the Xbox One.
The most recent.
Oh no, first one, original,
original OG
OG
Xbox.
Xbox.
It's actually a Nintendo Wii.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nintendo Wii was Revolution. It had lots of other weird names, but that was the
What
most...
was the main one it was going around as?
That's what I found out.
Was it Revolution?
I looked at a few websites. There was another one.
Because I remember there was another one, and then everyone was like, "You're really calling it the Wii?" There's been a really good name for it. As I said, not very good at this quiz, but hey.
The next one, Mars.
See, this one...
MARZ. Now, I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
It's an acronym. That's the right word, isn't it?
Right, okay, so I rearrange the letters and it will give me...
Oh, no, it's not an acronym. An abbreviation, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So it's an abbreviation, not an acronym. Fucking hell, idiot.
So
that each letter stands for a word. That could give it away.
Well, then the first one could be Microsoft.
MARZ.
Microsoft are Randy Zebras.
What console are you going for? I'm getting my phone up to see what the actual
on that one then.
full title is.
Oh, what, of the console?
No, I know the console is, but what the
what Mars
abbreviation
stands
is,
for. Okay, in that case, I am going to go with Xbox for that one because I think
original Xbox.
Oh, I hate it when you do shit like that. You pull that face. Original Xbox or Xbox One? What are you going with there?
There's a 360 in the middle.
Oh shit, there was. I'm going to go 360.
You sure?
Yes.
It's not. It's original.
Fucking dick.
Stands for.
That is your fault.
This is what it is almost called. Microsoft Active Reality Zone. That's honestly what it was.
Active Reality
It was so
Zone.
close to being called that. And I know you know the next one.
Yeah,
Project Natal.
that was the Kinect.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I remember that one.
Their pitch for it originally was incredible. I mean, it released, it didn't work. I was like, what is this? This is not what you pitched us.
Right, this next one, right, before this is the one that has screwed me for the rest because I've just been going round and round in my head trying to remember this one. Right,
Very complex code name. PAM. P-A-M.
PAM.
PAM. This is a fully fledged retro console.
Okay, so can you give me like an era?
I wish I could.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna. My naive
Access
guess
memory
will be
pump.
before 94, 95.
Okay,
It
so
may be way before that. But
so we're looking at Mega Drive, SNES.
I think it might be before that.
Okay. Are we looking at one of the major brands here? Or are we going back sort of Atari, that sort of side?
Yeah, they're not making consoles anymore.
They're not making consoles anymore. Okay. So, PAM. I'm going to have to, yeah. Ooh, would it be Panasonic? Would it be...
Did they make? Oh, they made a console. They made.
Yeah.
I had it. What was it called?
We played one at...
I had the bloody console. I had a football game on it. Oh, it was shit.
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Okay. I am going to go with... Oh, if it's pre that one. And they don't make consoles anymore. And it's definitely consoles. It's not computer.
Okay.
Or they're not
They
big...
haven't made consoles for a very long time.
Oh, but they
That's
may be
a big
making
clue.
it now.
That's a big clue.
Who's making a console at the moment?
Because I don't want people going, actually.
Oh, you'll find.
Yeah. So they haven't made consoles for a very long time.
Oh, this is getting hard. I'm gonna go with Atari.
Okay, what one?
Well, it's definitely not the 2600 because that was really early 80s.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Go on.
The Atari 5200.
Next one after.
I don't know. I didn't know what year it was, but yeah.
Right, okay.
And the reason I said not now because they just.
That was called PAM.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you on, Atari? You know what the kids will love? The kids will love to play with Pam. Oh, hang on. Maybe they would.
We should change the name of that.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I've got to put it in there.
You've got to put Pam in there.
The other ones were pretty standard as you'd expect. Like there's one Project Disc was one, but like DISC,
Right.
but it didn't have a disc drive in it.
Well, the Atari ones were usually named after the codes you'd find them in Sears. Is it the Sears catalogue?
Is
I
that
can't
what it
remember. One of the catalogues is that was the code for them, which is why we know them as the Atari this and the Atari that.
Oh.
But there's Pam.
Yeah. Pam.
Yeah, that has screwed me for the
like
rest
to
of it
know-
because I just sat there going, no one would call a console Pam.
I'd like to know if Trev got that because I think he's a fan of retro gaming, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Last one. This had fucking shitloads. I'm not kidding. This had about 20 code names.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they're from different countries or regions. So the most common ones are Black Belt, Dural, Katana, and Shark. It was called Project Shark in the US. I couldn't find the EU project name for it, but the US it was known as Shark. Or Guppy as well. Shark/Guppy. If that's any help.
No.
No. Shall I give you a nice big clue? You have mentioned it already.
Oh, is this the Dreamcast?
Yes.
Ah.
This is the Dreamcast. The best/worst console ever released.
Best console ever
Best
to be
console released, but it just.
Well, no, they didn't sort out the copyright on it, so it was really easy to illegally copy games, and therefore they never made any money because we just burned games. I mean, we didn't. Other people burned games.
So a kid in my school said, "Do you want to play this game?" I didn't know it was illegal.
Yeah, he just handed me discs.
Isn't that the one you picked up Dave Mirror for?
Yeah, I've got Dave Mirror and I've got Shenmue and I've got all those sort of games for it. Actually, I picked up the Dreamcast from like one of these places and they're like, it's broken, it don't work. And all you had to do was move one of the back pins like a millimetre to the left so the power worked. So I picked it up for £5.
Bloody hell.
It was like, yep, Dreamcast, it works, done.
Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully...
I have learnt something today. I feel this was educational. Pam.
Comment below.
Atari 5200.
Comment below, how many out of 7 did you get?
Oh yeah, how did you do? How much did you
get on?
thrash me by?
So, I would have, in all honesty, I knew N64 because another podcast I listened to, they talked about that.
Yeah.
A lot. I knew Dolphin.
Oh, how did I do? Did I get 2?
You got 2 right, yeah.
2 right, yeah. So you got to beat 2.
I knew Dolphin and I knew Natal. I couldn't have got any of the others. If I knew like it was an abbreviation,
I was so close with that one.
I would have guessed Microsoft, but I wouldn't have got probably the right console.
Yeah.
But anyway, now we're going to the section where we talk about a news story that released this month that we liked.
Or just something this month.
But yeah, or not a news story, sorry, anything. I picked the news story.
Go for it.
So this kind of comes with a double-loaded gun.
Double-loaded gun. Love it.
Obviously, we got an announcement at Gamescom. I think it was Gamescom, wasn't it? Where we heard about Jurassic Park Evolution, the park building game.
Oh, I got so excited.
Very excited for it.
Yeah.
This week, we got 2 big pieces of news. Firstly, it's coming on June the 12th. Can't wait. It's not too far away. Secondly, Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Oh, just.
I was like...
That was it.
Yeah.
I thought I was excited for this game before, and then he told me this news. I was like, there's my money. Take my money.
His actual character from the... Dr...
I can never remember his name.
His actual character from the original Jurassic Park.
Sexy McMuffin. That's what I'm calling
He is in it. His avatar design has his avatar looked in the original Jurassic Park in it with his voiceover, and he is acting as your tutorial/guide.
I hope they're letting him have a bit of freedom with what to say, so we can get
mate,
some of that Jeff Goldblum magic in there.
Can you not? I don't think you can't let him go.
Just the guy freaks me out, but I love him.
I don't think you can not go. Do your own thing. Like I don't think
just
got to
let him go.
He's just going to go with it. Oh. He is. Am I right in thinking he was in The Fly, wasn't it? It was just in The Fly. Yeah.
I still fucking hate that scene when they're arm wrestling and he snaps the guy's arm, or when he picks his nails off. Oh fuck no. Oh mate.
I love the film though.
It's an amazing film, but there aren't many films where after I've watched it once, I can usually watch it and be like,
There's
whatever.
not many
but that
scenes.
movie, I'm just like, no, I'm just going to look away for a moment, just while he snaps that fucker's arm off.
So Jurassic Park, for those who don't know, or Jurassic Park Evolution is a park building sim game where it kind of works as two parts. Firstly, you want to be building and I like it. They've said this. I think it's going to go to classic tropes where you have to build the 5-star parks. You remember you used to get the ratings.
Yeah.
So to build a 5-star park, you have to do everything from putting the price of soft drinks in the park. So like all that stuff. It looks
proper
to be
theme park,
very nostalgic,
but
also bringing an IP that we all love. I also, the other thing is you get to create your own dinosaurs. So you can do splicing.
Yes, you can genetically engineer them, can't you?
So you can splice dinosaurs to create new species.
Some will work,
some won't work. Some will make it into, be very aggressive. So you'll need to constantly upgrade their pen because they will evolve with their pen. So you'll build a pen, they'll evolve and learn how to get out of it. So you kind of got to...
So make sure you make retarded dinosaurs. That's the big thing. Make them proper...
Looking forward to it. So this is slightly bizarre. June the 12th, it's releasing digitally on PC, PS4 and Xbox One.
Right.
Physically on July the 3rd. Yeah.
There's nearly a month in between.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me because I'm going to get it digitally anyway. But it's a big gap, but that's why.
Still brilliant.
We still haven't had any confirmation of the collector's edition that comes with an actual T-Rex. But I'm hoping...
Wait, fingers crossed for that T-Rex, guys.
Yeah, who knows? But that's what I really like to hear about this this month. I love that news.
Brilliant. I'm gonna. The reason I diverted is because I want to talk about Ready Player One really quickly.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Which is a movie I actually saw yesterday, so it still sticks within the month period.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's good. And I'm like in this mixed place with it.
Yeah, you were mixed last night on it.
It's not the book. It changes a lot of things from the book that just didn't need to be changed.
Okay.
But if you were to separate, so I went with my daughter to it, and she enjoyed it.
This is
because she hasn't read the book.
This is me.
So she was like, "Oh, that's quite nice." She enjoyed it. Me having read the book, it missed so many important bits that just didn't make. So right at the start of the movie, in the book, to get the key, they need to understand a Dungeons and Dragons manual to get to the middle of this cave, which is on Ludus, which is where he's at school, which is incredibly important because that is actually referencing John Hughes movies. It's a really important 1980s bit that the whole movie the whole book is set around the 1980s.
Yeah.
It scraps that. It doesn't even bother with that. The first challenge they do is some bonkers racing thing where they can just show their special effects and show that they've got a dinosaur and Kong. It makes no sense. It doesn't work within what Halliday would have been doing, because Halliday probably enjoyed racing games but wouldn't have been doing something about racing.
No.
It doesn't fit with his character. Also, at the start of the movie, your main character knows everyone. He knows H, he knows Artemis, he knows...
Oh, really?
He knows them all. They're all mates, which doesn't work because it was about a loner. It was about a loser kid who was finding it hard to work in the world.
That's why he went into the back of the van to do his thing, because he was a loner and he didn't go to school.
He didn't go to school
he had one
because...
friend.
Yeah, who was H.
Yeah.
And
that was in the Oasis, sorry.
And that was in the Oasis. They'd never met. And they skipped that. It just... There were so many bits. Go on, ask your question.
My question is...
Yeah.
Do you think... So, this is billed as a spring blockbuster.
Yeah.
More people are going to see the film and read the books, fair to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think they thought, or Spielberg went, okay, let's squeeze what mild references we can in from the book, but most people are going to be seeing this as a blank canvas. We want to get it pop culture from today, but people who are only getting this pop culture now, it's like my mum wouldn't get a D&D reference. She'd probably get an Overwatch reference because she's probably seen them on the news because the way gaming is now so big in the media. Do you think they've gone that way? But they've gone...
Having sat and thought about it and gone through it, what they have done is they have ticked boxes to make sure they appeal to the widest amount of people.
Okay.
So, yes, exactly. They've cut out your D&D references. Okay. They cut out Rush. Motherfuckers, how dare you?
There's no Rush in it.
There's a Rush t-shirt and a Rush poster. But the main key at the end is them playing Rush. Them understanding about the solitary moon and the society where they're being oppressed. No, I cut that. Don't need that. Dickheads. So really, it infuriated me. But what they've then done is they've taken Artemis, who is now in love with him straight from the start. And
she was never really in love with him. He was always in love with her.
He was in love with her, and it wasn't till right at the end.
It was like she was always holding back.
Yeah.
Something, and then she...
No, straight away, pretty much within a couple of, all right, how you doing? Yeah, let's do it. That type of thing.
Okay.
They've then made her the leader of a rebellion, which there isn't in the book. And it makes no sense to have a rebellion. Having gone to clans...
Well, she's always... Because her big character in the book is Solo, yeah. I don't want to give away spoilers.
You won't if you talk about the book. It won't spoil anything.
But she is Solo for a reason, isn't she? Because she's very solitude in reality.
In reality, she has a birthmark across her face and she feels it makes her look ugly, and she's obviously been bullied about it. This is a story about characters who have been bullied.
When he says about meeting up with her,
she's like,
she goes radio silent. Yeah. She like runs away basically.
Whereas in the movie, no, they meet up. When they meet up, it's straight away. Oh yeah, she still had the birthmark, which was quite nice.
Okay.
They still did that, but Wade in the book is supposed to be a fat guy, basically, who was bullied. He's a chubbyish guy in this. Yeah, I suppose you could call him chubbyish, but still.
Okay.
They've taken all, but they haven't. What's the best way of describing it? They've made her the leader of a rebellion, which makes no sense because she's supposed to be Solo. The rebellion doesn't make sense. Yeah, it'd be better if they just jammed Han Solo in there. They've had them all work together, so you never have the moment of a loner becoming part of a group and feeling accepted within people, which is what the book is about.
Yeah.
it misses these really important beats. He never ends up getting himself caught by IOI so that he can infiltrate there to find out the stuff to
That's
send
a really
the message.
good part of the book.
It's one of the best parts of the book. Because you're like, actually, this guy's really intelligent and he's playing the game. No, they've swapped it so she's caught by it. Which, yet again, is another tick box move. It's about giving us a female hero in there, which they didn't need to do. I'm all for equality in movies. I'm all for making sure that we have the right actors playing the right parts. But don't change a story just so you can say, well, look, we've got a strong female lead.
Yeah.
Aren't we being all equal? Fuck off. This is about a story. Tell a good story.
So doesn't my biggest concern with it is there was I get it has to have pop culture references.
Oh yeah,
fucking books build around.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look at the references at the back of the book. Fucking hell, there's
Yeah,
7 pages of references.
Yeah,
but are there cheap cameos in there for the sake of being cheap cameos? As in, there is.
There are some cheap cameos.
Like, do you remember that?
But there are also some really good ones, which is where I
Okay.
then separate from my angry it's not the book side.
Because you remember
there are some great moments in it.
Was it Adam Sandler film?
What, Pixels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awful.
But that was awful because it was just like, here's a reference. Here's a reference.
Yeah.
That was what I was concerned about Ready Player One. It was going to be, here's a reference. Here's a reference. Here's a reference.
There is in the first race scene, which is their big,
Tron.
oh look, here. No, they didn't do Tron, which was like...
Because, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they should have done Tron. Would have made sense, but no. There are a couple in the first ones, but later on, when the big final battles happen, there's actually some really nice ones.
Okay.
From things like Halo, squads running around in Halos. You've got
Gundams?
You've got Gundam come down, which is great because it fights Mecha Godzilla, and you're like, finally, here we go. I understand that when you translate a book to a movie, you've got to make some changes. Yeah. But you've got to hit the major beats.
So it's similar to, we spoke last week about Annihilation, which is now on Netflix.
Yeah.
I read the book, loved the book. Tom hasn't read the book, watched the film, liked the film. I watched the film, completely different. Like, you can see the underlying stories there, but the way it's presented is completely different. But there was no way they could take that book and put it word for word as a film, because people would look at that and gone, this is the most melancholy, bleak sci-fi I've ever seen in my life, and it makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. Whereas by changing the things around, like in the book, they don't even have names. They're referred to by their job titles. Yeah. You can't do that in a film. You have to.
Yeah, because we've got to relate to the character.
You have no emotion attached to a job title. So that was for me, that was a very effective way of transferring from film to book. And you think this is...
They've missed key beats.
They've gone for the blockbuster rather than... So they've done the opposite of Blade Runner. Blade Runner's like for the fans. Yeah. We're going to be for the fans. We don't care about...
Which really... Because, fair enough, take it away from the 80s. Make it more generic, about pop and nerd culture. Yeah. Right? So, fine, you want to make a race at the start. But don't make it a race where he knows everyone. Yeah. Don't make it right at the start that he's mates, because you ruin it.
That's a massive... The book is... As much as it is pop culture references, it is a book about socially awkward
It's people. A coming of age story. It's what all the best stories are. It's about a nerdy guy who
it's not quite 16
isolated.
Candles, but it's...
I love that movie. I don't care.
Or Breakfast Club.
I fucking love Breakfast Club as well. But you see, that's the kind of thing it should have been referencing and should have been playing
Breakfast
with.
Club.
It should have, should have had Breakfast Club thing in there. They could have they did do a Prince Purple Rain bit where he got dressed, and you're like, there you go. These little bits that you can just slip in work, but they miss the beats. They miss the bit that he's a loner and then finds friends and then they fall out of trust. They don't even kill Sho in it.
They're not.
No, one of the main characters is supposed to die, and they're supposed to die.
It's a very impactful moment.
Yeah, because then you believe the threat is real, and you have that scary bit. No, they don't. They don't do it. He lives all the way through, and at the end, he sacrifices his in-game character to help them go. But you never feel that as much of an impact because you're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Don't care. It's not actually him dying. Yeah. And the end part where the main bad guy walks up to the back of the van. And I don't care. No, this isn't a spoiler. Okay. This is just because it doesn't spoil anything. Okay. He holds his gun up as if he's going to shoot someone, and then all of a sudden he finds his conscience, and his gun goes out, and you're like, no.
Okay.
he should have at least shot the guy. There was never any real peril. So I think if you haven't read the book, it's a quite enjoyable movie. It is quite enjoyable movie. But if you've read the book, all you're going to do is sit there and go, this isn't it.
Yeah.
This isn't the point. This isn't a good teen movie. This isn't your classic 80s coming of age movie. This is just something Spielberg has slapped together that doesn't work. And what makes it worse is Ernest Cline was involved in the screenwriting.
Really?
Yeah, which I think he just got excited about having Spielberg there, got scared by the bright lights and didn't then turn around and go, actually, this is a coming of age movie. Yeah. He needs to be on his own at the start.
Yeah.
And, fine, he's got friends with H. But, yeah. Oh, why fuck up my movies?
Should we go on to the final topic?
Oh, let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, so the final topic this week is going to see us talking about Xbox, or more specifically, Xbox's future.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, we sat down and we said that we thought Xbox made a real ballsy move, a great move, one to please the fans, by saying all our first-party games were coming to Game Pass. So £10 a month, you can play Sea of Thieves, you can play State of Decay, and you can play Crackdown 3. They hadn't confirmed Halo or Gears of War or Forza later on in the year, but we're expecting that that's going to be the case. So the first part of their lineup, that their big year, they've been in this as their big year.
They've been building a lot on this. I mean, they've released a console and they've released its own special graphics.
So the first one was Sea of Thieves coming.
Yeah.
And going into it, a lot of people were very apprehensive. What is Sea of Thieves? Rare, deliberate. And they released these videos around progression systems. They released these videos of what this is. And every preview I read beforehand said it is a very fun social game. Playing with friends, it's very, very fun. So I'm going to say now, my impressions and my time with the game has been as a solo player.
Yeah.
But I think, in all honesty, at least 50% of Xbox players will be playing this game solo.
Yeah.
This is, and it is not by any means a solo game. Even playing with someone, I've watched quite a few gameplay videos now of people playing with people to see how much it differs, and all of them say the same thing. Doing something the first time or the second time is hilarious. It's brilliant. It's funny. But the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth time, it's just boring, and they just get very bored of it. As a solo player, I've now played 2 hours of the game, and I really don't want to go back to it. I am so bored of Sea of Thieves, and it falls short on several areas. The first one and the biggest one is the progression system. There just isn't one.
Yeah, I've heard that there's nothing there.
Everything's unlocked to you from the beginning. Everyone has the weapon, everyone has the bucket, everyone has the shovel, everyone has their stuff. The only thing you unlock is by getting more coin. You can then, or treasures, through treasures you can get new cosmetic items.
Which you can't see because it's a first person game.
You can buy new buckets or spades or guns.
Yeah.
The guns don't actually, not any better guns. They are, although they go up in rarity, they just look different. They look nicer.
Right.
The map is scarily small. Like for open seas, and I use open seas, it's scarily small. It's made up of different islands. I don't know exactly how many islands are. I've played for 2 hours and I've already backtracked quite a few times.
Right.
And that's 2 hours in of me playing solo. The biggest flaw for this game, and I can't believe this. So 2 hours I've played, I've not seen another player. And this is meant to be an open world shared experience of, like Destiny, when you go into your missions or your story missions, you don't see other people. Tower and open areas, you're guaranteed to bump into someone else. I've not even seen another ship. I've not seen another player. There's no one about. This feels like a single player game. Not once
but with nothing to do.
Yeah, not once do I feel like I'm playing with someone. And there's no real urgency for it to come. Like, I've looked at update notes, I've looked at the roadmap. There really isn't much coming. This is a game that in 2 or 3 years' time, it could be very good.
But by that point, it's dead.
Yeah. And I've gone from being excited to get my Xbox out again, be excited to sit down and play it. Because I said to you and Luke, let's play some Sea of Thieves. Let's get it on. And then you were away last week.
Yeah.
Luke was quite busy. So I was like, I'll jump on and see what it's like. And I was just like, oh my God. this is everyone's fears have come true. This was the, and this is okay. This is annoying me now about something about it. Hello Games, when they released No Man's Sky, were fucking caned. People absolutely destroyed them. We're talking that as a 10-man team making one of the most ambitious games ever known.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It's still got a hardcore community around it, and big publications jumped on that bandwagon and ran with it. Player base dropping off, this isn't working, poor game, I'm going to pick them out again. IGN released a day one review in progress.
Yeah. Not
seen any content since. One piece of content they released. Look how nice the waves look in Sea of Thieves. Why are people so surprised? A fucking game when you spend half your time at sea, the waves look good. We're talking about Rare, a well over 100-person team working on this game. And people like IGN seem scared. And I tweeted out about it the other day, and IGN got in touch and weren't very happy about it. They seem, why aren't they covering this with negative press? Why aren't I seeing the fact that people aren't enjoying the game? If you want to convince people that you're not in a relationship with these publications and these publishers, these developers, now's the time. Because if this was an indie, if this was Hello Games, you shit all over them.
I will say there is a slight difference between Hello Games and what Rare did. There's something else I want to talk about with Rare in a second, but Hello Games from the start were out there talking about aggrandizing this thing, talking about how incredible it would be, this huge game, all the stuff, and then it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So they got battered for that. Whereas Rare have been saying that this is I mean, they have been bigging it up then more than it is. They
haven't been saying anything on it.
Well, no, because none of them knew what it was. If you look at the dev bits and you look at the people who work there, no one knew what it was. No. Apparently, they didn't finalise their ship design. They've been working on this game for 4 years. This is ship design until last year.
This is the worst free-to-play game I've played, and it's not free.
Free, yeah.
That is the best way I can describe it. It's
the worst. 60, it's full price, isn't it?
60 quid if you want to buy it now.
Yeah.
Or £10 a month on Game Pass. It is the worst free-to-play game I've ever played, and it isn't free. Yeah. And no, you're right in saying that
I think the two Hello Games jumped did their marketing differently.
Yeah, jumped on the marketing, and marketed it is a very different. I mean, now it's
as far as quite close to what they were hoping to get out.
As far as I'm aware, not Hello Games, No Man's Sky is pretty much what they promised.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it's taken 2 years to get there, but Rare, I don't get why such a big team working on a game for 4 years. It has absolutely no direction. I think it was Games Radar's review, and their tagline underneath it was "Lost at Sea." The best sentence I can think of for this game is it doesn't know what it wants. The missions are boring. Go kill one skeleton. Go kill two skeletons. Go find this chest. Go find two chests. Go to this location. That is it. That is literally it. There's not a boss in the game. There's like... The voice acting is fucking awful. I feel like I'm walking around Middlesbrough, people dressed as pirates. Like there's no personality to the voices.
Yeah.
And this is a AAA studio who brought us some of the most beloved games ever to release.
This is what I want to point. One thing I want to jump on, right? Because everyone's been saying it, and they're not.
Oh, it's a different team,
right? Because Microsoft bought Rare back in the late 90s. Before that point, Rare did bring us some of the best games you could get on console, right? They bought us great. Once Microsoft bought them, right, a lot of the team who were there at that time are no longer there, but also they've just produced shit. Rare have not managed to make a decent game. They made Cameo, which wasn't very good. It was it was one of the release games that came with the
they made a lot of
Xbox
Kinect,
something. They made a lot of Kinect games. They make your generic bullshit games now. They are not the top class company they used to be. So everyone who's out there going, oh, Rare, they made Banjo-Kazooie and they did all of this lot. No, this is not that team. This is not those people. This is Microsoft making these games under the banner of Rare. And so you can't keep harking back, and people do keep harking back going, oh, it's Rare doing this. No, it's not. That team are now at Playtonic, right? And they're doing the best they can with the small amount of money and gave us Yooka-Laylee, which wasn't perfect, but it's better than Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. So the question is, after my ranting on about Sea of Thieves, is what is Xbox future now? Because they've got... So I'm going to be honest, actually. and I wouldn't have said this beginning of the year. So the 3 or 4 big games got released this year. Thoughts are is always going to get a following for hardcore racers.
Yeah.
Crackdown is we don't know where it is.
No.
It looked awful when they showed the Gamescom. They showed a trailer which looked like a beta. It was awful, and now it's gone radio silent. We can't hear anything from it. No. State of Decay 2 and then Sea of Thieves. At the beginning of the year, I would never have said State of Decay 2 was going to be their game. I think it probably will do now. Everything I've seen from that game, I loved State of Decay when I played it back on Xbox Arcade. I like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Zombie games are probably past their sell-by date by now. People have had just about enough of them. But people have been crying out for another Left 4 Dead for ages. So a co-op, survival-based zombie game with base building has potential to actually go somewhere.
Isn't that Fortnite?
Exactly. But the difference is Fortnite isn't free yet, is it?
Yeah, but it will be. So,
it will be.
And I bet that comes out before State of Decay
no, it's
does.
not.
Are you
well,
sure?
unless it comes out in the next 6 weeks.
Which it could do.
It could do.
They said it was going to come out end of February.
Oh, they said it was going to come out in November last year.
Yeah, they did. That is true.
I think State of Decay will be their game. I think Crackdown is... I don't think it'll be this year. We've not heard anything. They're constantly...
No.
It's all this show on it. A couple of people played it, and then it's gone quiet again. Completely gone quiet on it.
Right, here's my bit with Xbox. This is what I think is going to happen with Xbox. Xbox is dead. I don't think that Microsoft are going to be able to justify another console after Xbox One X. And here are my reasons. PUBG, massive failure. Massive failure.
It's just about running now.
It's only just about running now. They made people pay for it. Fortnite, massive hit. And it's free and it runs well. And everyone's playing it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Right? Xbox cancelled all of their big titles. Scalebound. Cancelled. Got rid of it. Because Sea of Thieves is going to be great. Sea of Thieves has come out and no one likes it. Everyone says it's boring. They go, the sea's pretty, it's fun for an hour, but then it's
I will
dull.
say it makes some very good 4-player Let's Plays, but I've only seen one episode, and then after that, they're gone radio silent again.
Yeah,
because
they've got nothing to do.
It is, putting someone in the cannon, shoot them out of it, is really fun for the first time you do it. Second time you do it, I've done that already.
Yeah.
So,
and they've got nothing coming out. Yes, Forza is only going to hit the Forza fans.
Yeah. But then there's racing games.
So there's no one else coming in.
Project Cars is available on all platforms.
All platforms.
Dirt is available on all platforms. GT is available on PlayStation. So there's always a racing game on another
PlayStation
platform.
That has the more people to it. PlayStation has sold more. Again,
by a long way.
You know, and what have Xbox done? They don't have VR.
Add that to the point that then you've got. I know Destiny's dead now, but Destiny's got its PS4 exclusive stuff. Call of Duty has got its PS4 exclusive stuff. It's still not confirmed yet, but what's BioWare's big game? BioWare and Anthem.
Anthem, yeah.
Anthem was showed off on the Xbox stage, so there's rumours that they've got the partnership with Anthem to say, get this flashy skin, get this weapon in there. But if Anthem, if it's going to be as big as people are saying it's going to be...
It's going to be all consoles.
They can turn around and go, actually, we're going to partnership with PlayStation now.
Yeah. Because you're not going to give us the player base.
Yeah.
We're not going to get the money we need to do this and push it forwards.
They need... The only thing that can save Xbox now is... And it's going to be a tough thing. And it's only going to be one game that can save them. And it's going to be a Halo.
I don't think Halo will do it.
But they need... they need to do something, and I don't know what it is, very clever with Halo. Because I like Halo... I played through the story of Halo 5. I thought it was okay. Mm-hmm. It wasn't groundbreaking. I appreciate people love the multiplayer on it. And
the multiplayer is really good.
It's very good. But people want... Halo was the story-driven FPS game. It was this FPS game that took you through this incredible world. People want that again. Yeah. There's still a market for single... Like, look at Wolfenstein 2. It done so well because people want a 15-hour FPS game that takes them through an intriguing story. They need to do something. They need to almost scrap Master Chief. They need to go in a completely new direction with the next Halo and say, this is what Halo is. Come on board and join us for this. They need to do what Halo 3 done on the 360 era.
They need some good exclusive games that people want to play.
An original
IP. Original IPs. That's what they need.
The thing is,
they need something out there that we all go, fuck me, I want to play that.
But they announce original IP now. We know it's not coming for 2 years at least.
Oh, no. But that's what I'm saying.
PS5, I think, will be announced next year. 2019 will be announced next year.
That's why I'm saying Xbox is dead. Because all that Xbox can do now is, because they've already announced the Xbox One X, they've already done all of this lot, and it's not lifting in the way they wanted it to.
Well, the only benefit they've got is they have come out and said they're not generational now.
Yeah.
So all their games will work.
Well, yeah.
So they have got that going for them, and they've got the backwards compatibility, which a lot of people like.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to jump on because they've got Dead Space 2 coming out this.
Yes,
this,
yeah.
And I might go on and play that. It's a great game. I think there will be another Xbox console, but again, it won't be. The issue is we get excited. We're suckers. Anyone's a sucker for something new. iPhone bring a new phone out every year. We go to get upgrades. Not everyone, but most people go, I want the newest one. I want the newest one. Getting the next Xbox is going to be an upgrade, but you're still playing your old games on it. It's not going to be a massive upgrade. Whereas the new PlayStation, they're probably going to say, yeah, your PS4 games won't work on it. But people will buy it because it's like, it's the new PlayStation. It looks incredible. It plays these new games. It's got this. People complained at first when PS4 didn't play PS3 games. No one's complaining now.
I'm still complaining.
I know you're all complaining, but...
Fucking assholes.
But really, no one is really going, I want to play this PS3 game. Because I would like to see the stats of how many backwards compatibility games are played on Xbox. I don't think it's as many as people...
It's probably not that many, but it's the fact you have the choice to do it. And, you know, as a parent, when you're buying your child a new console, you're doing something like that, the fact they can no longer play these other games is a real sort of...
PlayStation marketing team will be looking at this going, okay, is it worth putting in? How many extra consoles have the Xbox sold than us for having backwards compatibility?
Oh, well, no. But
exactly.
I mean, but what Xbox are going to do, have to sit there and go, okay, it costs a lot to make a console.
I think their next console is their make or break. I think there will be one more Xbox console.
I think the X was. I think the Xbox One X was their make and break console. I think they put it out there and going, we missed it when we did the Xbox One because we didn't go, this is for the gamers. This is, you know, Sony's. This is for the players. This is about it. So we're going to say the Xbox One X is, and it's going to give you the best graphics. It's going to give you the best fucking everything. And everyone went, yeah, but there are no games.
Yeah.
But and Xbox went, Sea of Thieves. You're going to get Sea of Thieves. And it came out and we went, hang on, but you've cancelled the games we wanted. We've got this game, and it's no good.
I do think in 3 years' time, so I think PS4 5 will be announced 2019 for a release late 2020. That's what I personally think.
Yeah.
I think the next Xbox console, personally, I think will come around 2021, a year after PS5.
Yeah.
And I think that will be make or break with them. They need to release...
I think we're going to see either... Xbox team up with Sony. So Xbox are no longer going to release consoles. They're going straight into publishing and development.
Okay.
And creating the operating systems for everyone to use. Because, of course, then you're going to be able to mix in your PC easy and do all of that lot.
So, but I don't think Sony play ball. Sony don't play ball with anyone.
Sony don't have to play ball.
They don't know.
They don't have to.
You want
actually, if they can
cross-platform play? Nah.
If they can cut
We've got 100 million consoles out there. We don't need cross-platform play, mate.
If they can... cheapen bits, not deal with the operating system, because Sony's operating system isn't that great.
It's still better than Xbox's own.
Yeah, that's fucking true. Or we're going to see, we're going to have a return to the Dreamcast. We're going to have a return to Microsoft. I think they're going to go away from consoles and they're going to go towards operating systems, and we may see a new Sega console with Microsoft backing. Yeah. But I don't think Xbox...
I can see more of a kind of... I know you got them out there already, like the Alienware consoles.
Yeah.
But I can see more of a Microsoft console, not an Xbox, but a Microsoft console that is...
That'd be interesting. It may be a Steam...
Like a Steam machine, but it's a console in a thing, and you could maybe buy... You can upgrade different parts to it, but they make it so user-friendly that literally upgrading your RAM is... like it is on a PC, but you haven't got to screw things off, you haven't got to get rid of stuff. It is complete noob-friendly. You want to upgrade your hard drive?
That would work.
Buy this, slide it in, clip it on, you're done.
In fact, that's the only way Xbox...
Slide it in, done.
That's the way Xbox could remain, actually. But if they just release another console and go, here's your console, it won't work.
They haven't got the games, and they're not in the pipeline.
They haven't got the games, there's nothing coming, and they don't have the player base
I'm actually
anymore.
looking forward to State of Decay 2, because I liked the original game. My slight concern is the original game was a £15 XBLA game.
Yeah, this is full price.
This is a full price game. If it is a Left 4 Dead, another Left 4 Dead thing, I'm happy to pay it and play with people. But I will be doing Xbox Game Pass. I've cancelled my subscription for now.
Yeah.
I will then start it up again when that comes out. Pay the £10, play the game for the month,
and then cancel.
So I've got another I think I've got another 2 weeks to play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and do a bit more because I don't want to have an opinion on a game after just 2 hours. I want to kind of actually give it...
You did that with Minecraft.
I want to like 3 or 4 hours and then actually go, do you know what, actually, I've done X amount of missions. I've seen X amount of places. No pun intended. But yeah, it's a shame because I originally was a Sony guy, 360 all the way.
Oh, I was an Xbox boy.
So I said to you earlier.
Obviously, I had
PS1.
PS1, PS2, but then when Xbox
But the
came
PlayStation was what opened my eyes up to gaming. Like, obviously, a lot of people go, Nintendo. Nintendo was amazing. I got a 64 N64.
BBC Micro. Fuck yeah.
I got an N64 after PlayStation. I only got it because all my friends were playing GoldenEye and I wanted to get good at GoldenEye. And in a cash converters, they had like an N64 GoldenEye boxed edition for like 70 quid, which was a lot cheaper than obviously because it was a couple
the
years
whole
old.
thing, yeah.
So I was like, oh, all these sleepovers I go to where we play, I can practice. So I got it for my birthday, and I loved my N64.
Yeah.
But I was already invested in PlayStation at the time.
I do think we're going to see the death of Xbox.
Death of X.
Death of X.
Box.
Ooh. I wasn't as impressed with that comic as I should have been. It wasn't as great.
But that wraps up this month's Not So Indie show. You got a quiz in the middle of it, an extraordinary quiz in the middle of it. You got a lot of chat about Fortnite and why we love Fortnite so much, which is what we're going to go and probably play more now.
Yeah.
You also got some news stories that we were excited about, or Dan's
rant about Ready Player
progressive rant, about Ready Player One, and the death of
Xbox,
or potential death of Xbox. If you do like what we do, guys, then all we can ask you is you do like these videos, or if you're listening to the audio versions, then give us a little review on iTunes, especially if you listen on iTunes. We're actually going to be on Spotify in 2 weeks' time. We're just going through the authorization process.
Nice.
Spotify now do podcasts. We are going to be on there. We just got to go through, tick the boxes and dot the T's and cross the T's and dot the I's.
Lowercase J's.
That's the one. But if you do like what we do, then do give us a review because it really helps boost up. Every time we get a review on iTunes, we go into the new and noteworthy, and that gets us out there, and we always pick up new subscribers who stick around. At the moment, I checked the other day, I found out I could check this. Only 20% of people who listen to us aren't subscribed to us on iTunes.
Oh, nice.
So that's quite good.
That's pretty good.
So a lot of people are subscribed. So we want to get it down. We want if you just subscribe, even if you don't listen to us, just subscribe. It means if you do...
If they're not listening to us, how do they know to subscribe?
Yeah, that's a weird one. Just subscribe anyway, because it pushes the episode straight through to your phone, and you can look at the title for it and go,
see if you want to listen to it or not, yeah.
If not, I'm just going to wait until next time.
Yeah.
And if you really, really like what we do, guys, you can get these podcasts 1 week early, along with another podcast we do called the What We Loved About, and we're actually going to be recording that next week, again without Tom, when we talk about what we loved about March. That will go live next week to patrons, and in 2 weeks' time to...
the rest
everyone
of
else.
you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word then. And yeah, you can get those for $1 audio, $3 video. And just supporting us for $1 gets you potential to get free games. We throw games out all the time. We've given away codes all the time to our patrons. And it'll also get you exclusive pre and post show content for the weekly podcast. That's the housekeeping. That's the housekeeping over with. And again, thank you for watching / listening. We really do appreciate it. And until next month... EGX Rest has been by then. Yes. Till next month. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.